You know, I was watching an episode of You where measles came up.
Wait. When did I mention measles?
I don't know. It was on You.
Wait, what was on me? What are you talking about? Is Raymond even hearing what I'm saying? I never had the measles.
Was on You.
We never did a measles and vaccine episode. Is this a joke?
I know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was on You. It was on You.
I've never had measles. What are you talking about? This is stupid.
It was an episode of a show, Laura.
What's it called?
You.
What is he talking about?
It's called You.
I've never done a show on measles. I just completely give up. We got to get
It's a show
I give up.
called You on Netflix.
There's a show called Lowering on Netflix. What are you talking
Never mind.
about?
I'm moving on to Adele. I can't explain this to you.
What's he talking about?
When I first saw it, and then I read that they're alleging it was all scripted, I didn't buy it. But I just watched it again, obviously with all of you for the second time. It was probably scripted. And added layer, it was probably like a paid promotion.
No, that's interesting. I like your conspiracy theory on that. Yeah, I so badly want to call it the dumbest segment ever on cable news. But I had already read the first time that I watched that they said it was scripted. And I was like, damn it, I think it is. But Ed was the smartest guy in the room, and he's saying, no, it's not scripted. So honestly, Ed was our stage manager. Edwin shaking his head makes me doubt myself. So congrats, Edwin. You're the only guy in the world who could make me doubt myself, okay?
The other Hollywood, fawning reporters ask kale-eating celebrities, who are you wearing this evening? Well, at the Patriot Awards, we show them.
Oh, I see you in the 5th row with 3 masks. Oh, Dr. Fauci, thank you for coming.
We were not going to let Florida descend into a Faucian dystopia.
Cause we don't be speaking German or living on the flag of Japan.
America, as I like to put it, is simply the awesomest. And I have a pro tip. If you don't love it, you can always leave it.
How many other countries have like dog movies where everyone cries? Well, exactly. There's no other place where countrymen root for each other.
I mean, it takes work to have a full crowd of grown adults chanting "Let's go, Brandon" not be the cringiest thing in a compilation. I don't know. Where do you want to start? He hates fawning reporters. That's what they hate. That's why their reporters are always so hard on right-wing politicians and other members of the media. They're very critical. They don't do softballs or anything. It's just the whole Tucker Carlson, who's supposed. Remember, he continually had for at least for a few years, all of these glossy profiles in like New York Magazine and stuff about how he's a different sort of conservative. He thinks more deeply and independently. He's just saying other countries don't have sad dog movies. In other countries, people don't root for each other. Yes, nationalism. We invented it. It's never existed in any other country. Nobody identifies with their countrymen. Come on, it's sad baby thoughts. It's just baby stuff.
Last night, the Christmas tree outside of the Fox News studios in Manhattan was lit ablaze. Does this prove that there is in fact a war on Christmas?
Did this to spoil our Christmas, but that's not going to happen. This Scrooge is not going to get away with it.
This is part of a bigger problem. It's the crime surge in this country. I'm just going through, taking notes to think, okay, what are we going to do on crime today? From Chicago to Philadelphia to Los Angeles, San Francisco to Beverly Hills on down. There is so much crime in places that were always safe, including 48th and 6th here. This is emblematic of these cities out of control. Defame and defund the police, and this bail reform that has these men and women, these assailants, these suspects out before they even can finish off the paperwork. This is what you get if you have these left-wing DAs and officials running these major cities. You get chaos.
You know what? I mean, I think Kilmeade is really speaking truth there, to be honest. I mean, we do have a problem with violent crime in this country. I mean, just last week, we learned of another school shooting where a teenager somehow had access to a firearm and opened fire in his school, killing 4 of his classmates. I mean, we really need to do something about this.
I read about a case where a kid went to a protest and shot a couple people and got away with it.
No guilty.
No, he's not guilty. In fact, he's like going and bragging about it on TV shows now. There's a big problem with criminality in this country.
I'm sure Kilmeade wants to do a lot about that, except he doesn't.